I think another question from over here.
Hi, Elon. Eva Jane Lark. I have mostly one important question and one little aside. Can you talk a little bit about your R&D strategy for your companies, and is it all focused on short-term problem solution, or how much and in what fashion do you allocate time and money towards R&D spending on some of the long-term goals you're working at? And then just as a little aside for the boring company, are you looking at not only as a transportation, but potentially as a habitat company for not just tunnels, but habitats on Mars or the Moon?
Yeah, actually, so I do think like getting good at digging tunnels could be really helpful for Mars. Because like once you've got a kind of a, now, it would be a different optimization for a Mars boring machine versus an Earth boring machine, but for sure there's going to need to be a lot of ice mining on Mars and mining in general to get raw materials, and then along the way building underground habitats where you get good radiation shielding, and you kind of have as much, you could build really an entire city underground if you wanted to. I think people are still going to want to go to the surface, from time to time, but you can build a tremendous amount underground with the right boring technology on Mars. So I do think that there's some overlap in that technology development arena. And then R&D. I try to spend as much on R&D as we can at my companies. So we really max out R&D. I mean, I spend most of my time on engineering. That's probably 80% of my week is engineering meetings. And so, any money that we get in revenue, we put that right back into R&D. And some of it is longer term. Like for example, the Mars vehicle. We're looking at doing some Mars communication stuff potentially with NASA. Been partnering with NASA, but I'm super pro R&D. Let's say engineering is my most fun thing, so try to dial that to the max.